and welcome back. This is season 2 of Dao Talks. We have Shifu Zhou Xuan with us today, Daoist monk and Kung Fu master from Wudang Mountain. So we're going to talk a little bit today about Daoism and its applications to modern life. So a lot of people are kind of going through this phase right now when they're trying to figure out, really reflect on their own life because they have a little bit more time at home during this pandemic. A lot of civil and social uprisings, a lot of protests, a lot of thought I think people are putting into their own lives right now. And so I want to get straight into it. And Shifu Zhou, what do you think you wish people understood as they kind of go through this phase of their lives from a Daoist perspective? What is important in here? Like, how should we realign our priorities?
It's a question, not like a difficult, also not simple. If we go back, talking about the coronavirus, it's a very bad issue for human, and it's the big problem for wherever the economy, everything it's very, very bad. But for Daoist, we just not talking about the Daoist, like Daoism, kind of like that. We very, very believe the destiny. What's it called? Destiny? The people, And so the human, they have the destiny. The country, they have destiny too. And the whole world, the universe, everything, they have the destiny. Like how many years later, always maybe 10 years, maybe 60 years, always have some issue come out. It's natural. Nobody can stop. Like the virus. So we human, we body have a lot of virus. Have a lot of different kind of virus. It's simple as destiny. The world. If we say some people maybe not like. People not getting. It's live very, very long. A lot of people like 100 years, 80 years, 90 years. It's long. The world, the earth. A lot of people. It's my idea. Of course, half the time something bad come out, like some people die because no have a war. Usually have a lot of war, a lot of people die. Always have something. No, it's like kind of like a destiny for us. Of course, the Daoist believe destiny. The destiny for Earth's life is it's kind of like a bamboo. Like half of the problem, if you over here. You will maybe another 10 years, how many years you can live. Over here, if you can out, maybe like a bamboo, you can be over, you die. It's like that. Of course, it's a Daoist life. It's in the temple. Why have the Daoist? The Daoist, the main idea, they want to be a long life, like be immortal. They don't want to die because they have to figure out how to use skill, never die. Of course, Chinese we call the 修道 or 修行. Chinese call 修道 or 修行. What's 修 kind of repair the way, repair the way, repair the life, because Daoist is a different way. It's the immortal way. They want to long life way. Of course, I always talking to people. We have a way. We live in way. We humans live in way. What's we want? Repair your way. How to be good living. How to, good future. Of course, Daoist 修道, that means like a road. You want to walk the road, okay, the road have a problem. Like fix the road, then you can easy walk again. It's like repair your way. Like 修行, or you walk, go to, we always have a human, we always have everybody have a goal. Where you go, we have okay, then have a problem, we fix it, they go there. Of course, Daoist want to be a long life. Then Daoist, they have a lot of different way. Figure out the different way, how to live a long, repair the Daoist way. The repair Daoist way, some people say, okay, we eating the food like a diet. We eating bad food, not good for body. Okay, we diet. Like we live, have some bad habit. What's it called? Habit?
Yeah.
Habit. We life always have the bad, have good. Okay, we take the bad out, go good. It's Daoist is the same. Okay, maybe like not the research, like maybe sometimes we eating something too much is no good. How to keep your body alive? Okay, we practice some skill like a qi, how to circulate your body, how to do it. A lot of different way. Of course, Daoist living in a temple also is another way, because we living in a temple. Sometimes the Daoist is also difficult. Like it's past a few weeks, people always living in a house, living in a home. They can't go out. They're getting crazy. The Daoist, they living in the temple is the same. Some priest. If you know how to fix it, you will be good. Think about how to fix that. If you don't know how to fix that, wherever, you're really getting crazy. Like living in the house. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Wow, the world end. Oh, why the life is so difficult? How to do it? It's for Daoist idea. Try to repair your way. Think about how to do it in the future. What we talking about, like sometimes with people talking about, what do you can do? What do you can do? Whatever you in the home, wherever you do it, you have to think, no, like a living house. What do I can do? Oh, maybe I can do that, do this. Don't be thinking too much. Let's live that way. Okay, this Daoist, like just like, okay, that's not good for me. Okay, I'm do this way. Like I do meditation. If not different bad stuff come, no, it's not good for us. We have to do meditation. We have to reach our goal. Peace. That's the Daoist way. It's not a different way, of course.
Yeah, that is a great point. So I think one thing our listeners probably, may know many of them, but what are some of the ways that a Daoist uses to kind of fix their way, to fix their path? There's a lot of different arts from Wudang Mountain and from other Daoist traditions. What are some of the ones that you feel maybe people should know about in this time?
Yes, it's a good point. Daoist, like we have to not make a schedule every day. What do you do? Like we every day, okay, morning 5 a.m. get up, we chanting, half hour chanting, then go back eating breakfast, then go service, not like a service, like do something like a lot of tours over. Also, someone believes the God, or something believe the religion, like the temple, like help them, like a service, do something for them. It's of course, some it's still not enough for some priest. Now what did they do? Like us, some younger people. Sometimes look at world is so good. Sometimes wow, it's a beautiful girl. You think about maybe something. Now what do you do? Okay. You do Tai Chi, you do Kung Fu, you do chanting. Turn your mind, go to the good way. Go to the good way. Like that. We think like, I always talking with meditation, we're talking about, sometimes you're feeling angry or you're feeling sad. Okay, do something. Like turning your way to good way. Everything from here, from our mind. If you not go to if you can't find your goal, your way, the good, the way, it's the problem. That's why wherever we stay, I talking to everyone. Okay, coronavirus. Oh, it's a very bad situation. Also have a think about also good situation with your family. Like before, like home, a lot of wife and just like, husband just go work, go home, and not a lot of time together. It's not good time together, stay more, can think more, it's a life. No, like always good situation can be bad situation. Bad situation can be good situation. What do you do? As a human. Like me, it's a lot of people probably like the bigger center, it's the center. I'm living here. Oh my gosh, what do I do? It's scared. Or, what do I do? Too much. You just think, too much work, you quit. Okay, why are you thinking that? I just think, okay, I want to build a training hall. Someone help me build a training hall. I'm hungry, go eat. I need money. Okay, teach a student. Think about how to make money. Make the center good. Just think about what do you can do. It's my opinion. The corona virus. Of course it's hard. But we human always have to think about how to change yourself. We call it change. If we don't know how to change, it's the bigger problem. You want to follow? It's me. It's the bigger problem.
Great. I think that's something that has really helped me kind of stay sane during this coronavirus time, is to focus on what I can do and use the opportunity of being at home a little bit more to make time for the things that I want to be doing more of, like meditation, exercise, martial arts, even though we can't be in a class together. So that's been really helpful. I think one point that I would love for you to clarify a little bit more, because I hear a lot of people from the West, when they think of Daoism, because of the Dao De Jing, because of Zhuangzi, they think Daoism is very free and you're just kind of floating along like a butterfly. But when I hear about your experience in the temple and your training, there's definitely spontaneity, but it's very scheduled. It's very, there's a path that you want to be on. And so you're waking up at this time, you're working on it, and you're going through this process, and it is very scheduled.
It's a lot of, yes, that's right. It's a lot of people reading the Dao De Jing, reading the Zhuangzi, like a butterfly with suppose like a free everything. It's like Chinese we call the Dao, De, Dao, Fa. We call Dao, Fa, 自然. What's Dao? What's 自然 is natural. Dao, yes, as a way. Fa is a rule. Whatever the Dao still have a rule. If not have the rule, is with the rule natural. If not have the rule, it's not called Dao. What Chinese called Dao and Fa, Dao Fa 自然. As the way of rule is natural. Everything have the rule. We human have a human's rule. The universe have a universe rule. We didn't know. It's like absolutely they have the rule. Like the Earth with the moon. They just like a circle. And the sun. The star, the circle. They have the rule. If they don't have the rule, have a problem. The Earth have a problem. Everything have a rule. Chinese 道法自然. It's my means. Of course, the future we will talk more about the Daoist, what's real, the traditional Daoist, what do they think? That always have a lot of people, they're reading Dao De Jing or reading the Lao Tzu, just reading like one part. They got the one part. They think, oh, this is the Dao De Jing. Oh, this is the Lao Tzu's idea. This is Lao Tzu's main idea. You have to read a whole book. What does the real mean? It's my opinion. Of course, future we will talk a lot about that.
Yeah, that sounds great. No, that definitely aligns with my experience learning about Daoism from you and from other people that have more studied than me, is that when I just read the book, maybe I was 11 years old when I read the Dao De Jing. And,
really? Oh my God,
I found it at Barnes and Noble, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is mind blowing." I was like in middle school. I didn't understand what I was reading, but I was like, "Wow, this is amazing." But I didn't understand a word. I read the whole book, but I didn't understand a word of it until I started to see these things actually being practiced. Because then I think that's maybe, as we're all spending time at home reflecting and trying to think about life, I think that's something that we need to keep in mind as well, is that these ideas without practice, I guess I should ask you, is there any, are the ideas themselves important, or is it really the practice that can offer us the change?
It's sometimes the Chinese culture, the philosophy, it's a little bit difficult for West people, not just for you, because that's my opinion, my personal opinion. Because some of the translator, they always give the very strong opinion. What do they think? They translate the different opinion. Sometimes it's different. From everyone, how to say, Chinese call 瞎子摸象, with the blind people touch the elephant. they touch the one side, everybody is right. Nobody say, someone touched the elephant the ear. They say, oh, this is like a big fan or like a bigger, it's someone touched the leg. Oh, maybe bigger post. Everybody is right, but it's also the different way. The humans, the philosophy, everything different way. And if someone, the human. It's different. Each one different personality, a different idea, different opinion in the world. If you can't find it, you go ahead. It's good for you. It's if always right. And you not have like a wrong or right, but everybody have a different way for living, different way doing something. This is why we human different. It's my opinion. I'm really, for me, it's not like, how to say, I've been here like first year, a lot of people talking about the Daoism, like talking, hey, Shifu, Zhou Shifu, the Daoism, talking, so a lot of different opinions. Oh, it's good, I met a guy, he's a hippie, he smoked, someone asked, what's the Dao? He's smoking the marijuana, like, that's the Dao. It's cool. Okay. That's the Dao, Okay, because he's white. You can't say this way is wrong because he enjoys his life. Enjoy what he's doing. This is important. We humans supposed to enjoy our life. If someone they don't know how to enjoy the life, this is the problem. Life is for us important. Absolutely for me, Sam, you learn like many years follow me. It's you amazing. You did during the coronavirus. You will go very, very clear. Very, very, very clear. Just like acupuncture, do this, like a training lab. Look, we never thought. We just do. What we can do. It's like a man. It's really amazing for me. I am very I'm proud of all the students. This talk show is in the future we can bring more students like talk and opinion. It's like that.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the kind words. It's been really helpful to have ongoing classes at this time, and especially having the meditation class as well has been really helpful to kind of have another avenue by which to pick your brain and by which to learn these practices. One thing I think our viewers might be really interested to hear about would be what you think that more Westerners should know about Daoism. Like what part of Daoism that we're missing do you wish that you could just, if you saw somebody who's trying to understand Daoism, which part are you saying to yourself often, I wish that you knew this, like you could broadcast it on a billboard somewhere. Everybody who wants to understand Daoism can get this, a particular point. If you think that there's one or two that we're
I know things, Sam, a lot of people thinking that opinions the West maybe lost something about the Daoism, about the Daoism. For me, about the Daoism part, it's the Daoism. For me as a US, I'm absolutely I like US. It's not like another country. It's US. Do what you want. It's Constitution can protect you. Everything you do out to the law. You can do what you want. I can do my religion, do all the what I want. I can make my group. It's so cool for me. About the Daoism, a lot of people they just reading the Daoism, they think it's the Daoism, or learning some skill. It's a Daoism. It's just like one small part. As a Chinese, I can say if talking about the Daoism, it's very, very deeply all Chinese culture there. What do we do? It's all clothing there. So. Yeah, this is in the past the Daoism they did a lot of amazing stuff. Of course, also they did some we say shitty stuff. Also, it's because opinion different, the different the different way for even the different think. Opinion. The Daoism absolutely in the past they have a lot of school, a lot of branch way the Daoism they have. lot of different school because they have a different opinion. They want to make that only one. Some people believe this master. Okay, just follow the guy, follow the master. Then they have another branch, another religion. It's like a Quanzhen Roman, the Dragon Gate. They have a lot. They also have a lot. It's a Quanzhen. This is one kind of like a branch. Also the Roman, they have a lot of different opinion. Also the Quanzhen, they have like 7 different branches. Of the Daoism. It's very, very common. So we just I say we not say something wrong, someone the way is wrong, someone the way is right. It's not have a right, not have a wrong. If we like it, can help us make enjoy our life. It's a good way. A lot of people say, this is religion bad. Is Buddha bad? Or Daoism bad? Or Christian bad? Okay, no, or Muslim bad? No, all the religions good as a culture. As bad and good as a person, not about the religion. Also a person not have good and bad because just someone more selfish, just think about their way, they want to control something. This is for my opinion. Okay, the someone no one to control. They have good as bad because just the personality someone made that. They know like a bad. We can say, there's someone like yes, a lot of people like judge. He's that bad. He's very bad. But we have how to say a situation. Different people sometimes different situation. It's hard to do right or wrong. It's whatever you have to see the people's situation. Why they do that? Do they did that stuff? Why they doing that? We have to think about this why. Of course, the Daoism, for my opinion, what you learn is the good is open our mind, open our eyes. This is the best part. I like it.
Such a diversity and richness, even within one title of Taoism. With that being said, I do want to ask, how do you, as a Taoist, how do you define somebody as a Taoist? Because, we talk about this and from my opinion and my understanding as an acupuncturist, a lot of our medicine comes from ancient Taoists on the mountains, trying different herbs. They were experimenting with their sleep schedules and their meditation, Dao Yin, Qigong, martial arts, a whole lot of different things. It was kind of their whole lifestyle was this experiment. And from your perspective, how does a Taoist kind of define oneself? You talk about 7 different Chuanzhen lineages. Like, where do you differentiate as a Taoist priest yourself? Say, is there a line at which somebody is a Taoist or isn't a Taoist, or is there, or is it more of a fluid continuum that people are across?
Yeah, we have of course, I have what I answer is someone I can say someone do something very good. We can say they are Daoism. Everybody are Daoism. We talking about what's Daoism? What's Daoist? Daoist. What is Daoist? The Dao is, it fixes the repair the why, repair the road, repair the life. Everybody can be a Daoist. But of course, if you really say what is from China, what is in China the Daoist, what to look like, of course, like that. Look like that. But just look like that, it's a Daoism, right? But you can say no, right? You have to look at what he do. Of course, for some Daoists, you have to have a master, teacher. Then they can give you like a generation, give you how many generations? Okay, you my student, I give you a name or something like that. Yes, it's the traditional one. But also it's just look like a traditional one. But you have to think about as Daoist, what did he do? He do like help people, help the universe, help someone. Oh, they just like, okay, like do the bad stuff, like cheating people, cheating the money, make money, just like a very fake stuff. It's not like a really like the questions like she's right, she's a real priest or no real priest, fake or not fake. Very difficult to answer, you know. Now for us, Chinese 行大道，我是行大道。Do the good stuff for the world as the real priest, you know. We not just like I'm a lot of people say, oh, as a priest living in a temple, they just pocket the best off. He's a real priest. Yes, he's a real priest because different people open. What he did, you know, he helped the world, help another people, and it was selfish. You know, someone like maybe they just have very good heart, just like you say, they do a lot of medicine. Why they do medicine? Want to help the world, help the people. That's why Daoists don't have a temple, because people have a problem. Come to the temple, fix it. This is Daoist. No, not like a fix, like a repair that. Like I talking a joke, like you know, the Daoist, because Daoist look at like a. It's different, very different than other religion, you know. It's a lot of people, you know. For me, the Daoist, like, you know, if you go to a temple, you have a problem. Maybe you're like sick. You met some religion. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, everybody's sick. Oh, very, very nice for you. You're feeling very good. You come to the Daoist, what do they do? Oh, I'm sick. Give your hands, touch. Oh, your problem. You need a medicine. That's simple. As a Daoist to do. You know, you have some problem. Wait, how Daoist help you? We just like, okay, it's like too strict, very, very strict. You say you're sick, I'll give you medicine. Or like, okay, you need acupuncture, you need that, you need that. Give you some solution. That's why Daoists have the fortune telling, have a lot of stuff. Yeah. Now someone have a temple, like just, you know, like people have always someone have a problem and come to the Daoist temple. Oh, master, like a priest, can you help me that? Can you help me that? Okay, priest. Okay. Do that. Like help that. They don't have like too much say something like, you know, in China, I met a lot of, you know, the highest, the priest, you know, they do very good job. But sometimes they're angry. You know, a lot of the people in China, the people, they believe everything. They believe Christian. They go to the temple, go to the church, go everywhere. And always the most they go to the Buddha's temple and give a lot of money. Then I always, oh, this is in my heart. This is Buddha's in my heart. Always they have a problem. They come to the Daoist temple. Oh, I'm sick. I have a problem. Can you help me? Then the master, you know, like a higher leader, look, you all donation for the Buddha's temple, no donation any money for us. Always have a problem to come from us. We need the money, you know, just like a joke for these people, you know. I met some like a lady like reading, like, you know, like kind of like a Christian, you know, like in China, no Christian big party in China. Really like a belief, oh, the God give me everything, God give me everything. In the sake, they come to the Daoist temple too. Come to the Daoist temple, the priest gives them medicine. Drink. It's good, you know, healing everything. He talking, you know, we just drinking that tea, talking to me. I was, you know, I taught a student traveling in China. You know, everybody sitting there. I was sitting there too. I said, talking. You know, he talking to me. Oh, the God, how good. You know, as God created everything. Blah, blah, blah. I said, wow, the God hating everything. I said, why you God not hating you? You come to the Daoist temple. The priest hating you. He said, oh, it's different because the priest uses a different special medicine. I said, you God can help you when you come to here. I just say, you know, talk. You just, because it's different. You know, we not like say, of course, for me, opinion, I don't want to say it's we Daoist the best. Some religions best. Always someone believe something is good. Have a belief, you know, is really help people can do to the right way. Why I always think the people have the problem because most of the people believe anything. They don't believe God, they don't believe parents, they don't trust anyone. They just do what they want. Then later they don't have a soul. And not like a soul, they don't know why living. This is the big problem. The people empty inside. The mind, the hollow, everything empty. Not have we call not have a soul. Chinese say not have a soul because they don't believe in everything. Not like a past, we believe we have God. Wherever we live good, we live bad. Oh, thank you God, because we live bad. Oh, the God maybe taste me, give me the taste, tasting me. Life good, thank you God. Like people very push it. But nobody believes it. This is why the world is getting crazy.
In these times, it's really helpful to kind of have a faith in your destiny and to kind of understand that these things are happening, whether it's for a reason or not, they're just going to happen. So you can choose. It's almost, I don't know. Do you think it's a choice that people have to make, whether to believe in something or not? Or some people today, they say, oh, things are bad, I can't believe in anything, or something like that.
Yes, it's true, and it's human. It's difficult, Someone is very strong, very good. They can find the goal, They can find the goal, find the self. I'm go back, so they can find what do they can do. Then they have a good life. They know how to do. They'll be no crazy. But if you can find always do, I can do anything. What I can do. What you can do? I can do everything. This is the big problem. But they don't know who they. I don't know how to say. They didn't find themselves. This means, they have to find themselves.
What you're saying, if I understand it, is some people are living for somebody else's life. Kind of, they're looking outside of themselves for their path or their way instead of looking inside.
Yes.
And that seems to, go ahead.
Yeah, like that, just like you are like me, And a lot of people say, oh, you're supposed to not do that, why you do the center, it's nothing, I said, it's my life. What do I do? I'm outside, take my hair down, go outside to work for Dunkin' Donuts. No, what do I do? It's my life. I love it. I like to teach a student. I like what conversation with a student, talking about the Dao, talking about why. If I'm out of that, I'm nothing. I just this is myself because I find my why. Then I probably and not do that, I lose myself. You know what I mean? We work Dunkin' Donuts, whatever. Maybe give them a big, of course, a big company. I don't know how to work. For that bigger company, I know maybe sweeping the floor. Like maybe few days, few months, okay. Maybe a few years, I don't know what is a life. I'm just like a bee or something. It's no me. Yeah. Of course, someone I enjoy it. I want to whatever. I can make money for family or like that. It's good. But for me, my life not like that one. I don't say make money. And just I want to do my stuff. I enjoy what I do.
Yeah, I think that's a reflection that I've heard from friends that have had, I think, a better experience in this lockdown than others, is that the folks that have taken the time to try to get to know themselves during this time and to try to understand, like you said, what is my life? What do I want to put my time into? They seem to be experiencing this time in a much more positive way than other friends that are maybe looking a little more outside of themselves, and they feel a little frustrated because they can't. It's harder to make money right now. It's harder to if you want to get a job right now. It's harder to, if you like social media and taking pretty pictures online. It's harder to do that because there's nowhere to go. You can't travel as much and things like that. So
it's a life after life. Just wherever you found a job, you want to make money, everything is experience. It's difficult to, of course, someone like graduate from a university, like it's difficult. You can say, oh, he graduated, he can find a good job. Not like that. They always need the time to find the job. Then they change job, find what do they really like. And it's need the time. And it is like for me it's not really easy, it's for me because different. I don't have another skill my whole life, now what do I do? I can do another stuff. I don't want to change my like a profession. It's good.
Maybe one last question while we still have some time here. You talked about when people find that path for themselves, when people find what kind of gives them their sense of purpose, their sense of the road that they walk upon is the right one. I hear some people are really catching on, or some people are really learning that for themselves. One last question: how do you balance, once you know the work that you want to do, how do you balance that with kind of the joy that you're talking about? The person that's maybe, that you mentioned, maybe they're not smoking, they could be or could not be, but maybe they're just relaxed, enjoying their life. How do you find balance between that work and that accomplishment, and just finding joy in small things?
For me, as we different people, we have a different talent. This is the one part. Also, they thinking different. For me, whatever you're a talent or no talent, not have the talent, but try to enjoy the life. For me, is really important. If you know how to enjoy the life, also, we go back, always like do what you can do. Not like if you're a kid, what do? You can be like thinking, okay, I want to make a big money, bigger boss. Okay, so you go to school, study, then take an experience, then do rich, you go. If you, it's like this is a balance. You can be say, you say in the home, I want to be a rich guy, I want to be a manager. You do not think how to be, you just think about, what you can do. Like, no, I'm hungry. Just think about like, okay, what are you hungry? What are you doing? What do you do now if you're hungry? Of course, we eat food. Buy some food. Oh, not have money. Oh, where can make money? This is the first step. You have money, you want to make a bigger money. Okay, think about how to make a bigger money. Just find the goals. First, of course, the talent. Each one people have a different talent. Also for us, sometimes you want to change. The environment very, very important. Environment. So sometimes it's difficult to jump out something around you. We always talking about that with a friend. Like someone be a taxi driver, then all the friend is taxi driver. If you want out of the taxi driver, you have to, what do you want to do? Okay, I want to be a musician. To contact with a musician. Someone make a friend with a different musician. Then you of course, you change your environment, everything you can change it. And for the environment, you just always like that, like how to change. If you want to make money, okay, think about how to contact a different not like a smart people, like someone know how to do the business. Ask them, study with them, how to do it, make a friend with them. If you can out something wrong to you, it's very, very difficult. It's everything for art, of course. Someone say, oh, destiny, they have how much money is the life. Of course, destiny also is personality. The personality, they can change the destiny, the personality. You can, If I say, okay, this is my destiny. That's my destiny. But if you want to change, I'll change. Well, Daoist believe the destiny, but Daoist want to change the destiny. This is Daoist. We human from mother's belly, and born, then older, die. It's natural. But Daoist, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to die. I believe destiny. I want to control my destiny as a Daoist.
Awesome. And thank you, Zhou Shifu, for being with us.
Oh, thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
Thank you,
I'm
Mike.
very, very happy. Yeah, bring the Dao Talks come back. It's really amazing. We should do more stuff like people understand, the Daoism. What is the Daoism also have a different way, not just one way. Not just people say, okay, Daoism suppose just not married. Just do the chanting, suppose just like that, it's not true. We have to let people open the mind. What is Daoism? What did I did past? How do they change? We can, it's the future. Yeah.
Sounds great. So something to look forward to if you're watching this video and you want to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos from Zhou Shifu. We are going to have videos every Monday and Thursday coming out. So stay tuned for those. And I wish everyone watching this good night.